I'm being tasked to test something.
Sweet.
So I have to look up what the scripts were because I don't just have them all memorized.
Oh yeah. People getting
Let's
tilted towards
take
the
a
end
look.
there. That's the thing about Mahjong is that we have to do 5 in a row, but it may not be in your best interest to do them all literally in a row. This game can be very mentally exhausting. And on my second game, I got tilted I dealt in, got tilted super hard, and it definitely affected my play for the next set of games. So highly recommend if you can, take times, take breaks, go at this. We have a full weekend to get these games in.
Oh yeah, don't try to pull a oh shoot, why am I forgetting their name? The one who just went absolutely crazy in World Cup 1. I'm blanking on their name.
Yeah, I heard the name a few times and I've already forgotten it.
Someone in chat will help me.
I'm sure they will. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to my commentary. Hope you all had a fun time. Thank you, Navitas, and Whale and everyone, and Vanilla. I think all 3 of you guys I commentated with. Thank you so much. This was a crap ton of fun. Good luck to everyone out there in the tournament today or in this entire weekend. And I will probably be on to talk more on Sunday. We'll see how things go. But y'all have a good night.
All right, yeah, have a good night, Curly. All right, looks like this is a what is this table? This table is a fun one that you found here, Will. We got LPY, we got Steve or why am I forgetting Steve's handle? Man, I'm blanking everyone's name right now. Zad and then Seto. Okay, Will can't hear me. But stream can still hear me? Zelkin. There we go. That's Steve's handle. Okay, stream can hear me. Yeah, what an absolute stack. So we have 2 Ho-Oh players, and then we have Zad as well, and then Seto. And I believe Seto plays with Max in person. I think I heard that. I don't know much about them myself, but I've got the chance to play against them a couple times this tournament. But I'm just sort of excited to see Max and Steve face off against each other. They have a bit of a history of playing together for quite a while. And then Zad's here just trying to survive against the Ho-Ohs. Looks like Seto is actually going to be the first to Ricci here. And does have a pretty nice one here too as well. Ricci, Dora 3. And there's the classic Ipatu draw. Although can actually utilize it into the hand here. So Ricci, Dora 3 on a Ryamen weight here as well. 5/8 pin. Let's see. Maybe Zad could actually chase this. Yeah, okay, so it does actually get Tempai here. This could be dangerous. Might be tempted to if you chase, you probably chase with 1 pin. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be safe here. And it's going to take the chase Ricci. It is just Ricci Dora 1, but taking a fight here, especially in like a format which incentivizes first place. And actually the A pin comes out from Steve. And that's a painful start here. So Seto jumps up into first place here. Definitely sort of the underdog at this table. Just I think if you compare just mahjong experience, Max and Steve both have, they probably have like, almost like, at least over a decade of experience between the two of them. I'm not sure how long Zad's been playing, but obviously Zad's a strong player as well, and it's a tough table to get matched up on. So see how Seto can do. Does have another pretty nice hand, Seto. Does have the door pair and has the chance to call with the Hatsu as well. Although Zad also has a nice dealer hand with already being Ishanten. Really hoping to draw that Tumon. So you get the possible like Pinfu Ipeiko. Although unfortunately the Tumon are kind of locked up in Max's hand. Yeah, we are gonna see a Ricci here. I mean, it's a dealer Ricci door 2. You just automatically push the button. Maybe Max could get in trouble if this Tumon gets Suji trapped. Or if they're just tempted to push Tenpai. Hello, welcome all the new viewers from Kisa's stream. We're watching a very high level table here with LPY, Zelkin or Steve and Zed, as well as Seto trying to survive. But Seto is in first place, so let's not count them out here. Max trying to fight this hand. Is still managed to keep Ishanten here. Does even have Tanyo, so has the option to call. You'd have to push like a 3-mon or a 4-mon, neither of which are safe. So see how willing he is to do that. Actually, after discarding 5, so it does kind of make it a lot more difficult. Although it immediately draws the 7-pin, so you can safely discard 4-mon. So Max still managing to maintain Ishanten. At this point, you'd have to push a 3-so, which is 1 chance. And yep, goes ahead and pushes that 1 chance, 1 chance 3-so. So it does chase this down on the 1-4 pin weight. There's a Ricci door 1 with a chance at Tanyo. Although, it looks like that weight is quite dead here, with just 1 single 4-pin left in the wall. Well, that is better than Zad's weight, which has been dead for a while now. There's that final 4-pin, although that can go into Seto's hand, and it actually gives Tenpai here. Trying to find what the best discard here. Goes with the 7-pin. So that is Tenpai on 3-6-pin. Looking like we're going to reach exhaustive here. Seto could still deal in here. No, yeah, they're going to go with actually just a 1-pin. So they end up breaking Tenpai there. And that actually, oh no, the 1-pin did deal in. I got tricked because the red turned off. Yeah, it did actually end up dealing in on the 1-pin to Max's hand, but it was not the most expensive hand. It was the cheaper end because it was the 1-pin, so it didn't get the Tanyo, but does steal the Zad stick and skips his dealership as well, which is pretty important. So now Seto's dealership and does have like a pretty nice hand. It's almost a Honitsu, but the tiles that aren't Monzu, you have like a nice Ryamen in the 7-8 pin, and actually you just complete it. So I believe that hand's already Ishanten now. You can even call the Chun into Tenpai if they want. Not sure anyone else can really come close to that. No one's hand is looking anywhere close. See how long Zad holds on to these honors for. Starts with the Haku, which has been discarded already, but you know, it's starting to get to the point where Zed might start cutting these dragons, and we'll see if Seto is interested in calling that Chun when it does come out. And there it is. Let's see if Seto wants to do. He's gonna go ahead and call, and I assume take Tempai here. Could maybe think about being greedy, and no, it is just gonna throw the 5-so. So takes the 3-sided Tempai here. It is just for the Chun Nomi though. And that does have this 8-mon, which is pretty loose in the hand, and you're not really too scared of dealer being Tempai after just one call. So we might actually see this 8-mon come out at some point here. Ooh, Steve draws into Chito Ishanten. We'll see how much longer he has to build this hand. I'm still worried that this 8-mon is going to leave Zad's hand any minute here. But yeah, right now I think you cut 8-mon. Oh, okay, gotta go 5-so first. Hanging on. See if Steve gets at least one draw here into Tempai. It doesn't get it. Now you cut 8-mon. There's just nothing else. And it finally does come out and does deal into the Chun. But it is just the 1500, so not too big a deal. Does shut down Steve's potential Chitoy hand though. Yeah. For those just joining, from the player on our left from this perspective with the crazy name, I don't understand where that name came from, but that HM string of characters, that is a Zelkin or Steve, who's an American Ho player. That's why I keep referring to the Kamicha as Steve. I should make sure I have that right, but I think I remember. I remember him messaging me. Yeah, it was definitely Steve. I'm looking at this hand. Zad's still stuck trying to fill this penchant here. Although I suppose could drop it in favor of the Riyam Men's. Just have one Dora. Seto with an Onko and a couple of pairs. It does have that nice the 2-3-4-5 shape, the Yonrenkai, I believe it's called. Meanwhile, Max is also looking at a nice Tanya Door 2, which is currently 2 Shan 10-4, and I imagine is looking for a tile to call. Okay, Max draws into Ishanten here. And, well, you can Shi into the Door 2 Tanya Tempai. Richi be even better, but looks like Zad's first to Tempai with the Richi Pinfu Dora 1. See how Seto reacts here. Seto is actually just going to immediately chase Richi. And that 3-6-so wait. Max stuck with a 1-mon in hand, which isn't actually... It's actually Kabe'd off. Oh, but there's the 3-so Ipatsu Tsumo from Seto. So continuing to build upon this lead here. So Seto up to 41,000 now. Really bullying this table of Mahjong experts. And has another pretty nice hand here as well as dealer. Does have the option to call with the Haku. Could even go for a Honitsu if you draw enough Sozu here. Although discarding the Tuso makes that a bit harder. Zad with a really huge draw there, getting the Chun pair. Can now think about maybe calling this hand, although I suppose Chun is the only pair in the hand. But does have that double Dora Aka 5 Mon, which gives this hand quite a bit of value. You could, well, I guess you just threw Naimon last turn, but you could think about keeping it for Itsu. But instead, it's just going to keep the 3-pin, which is just a generally stronger floating tile. Does find the Tempai and is actually not willing to take this 4-so weight. Which is maybe a bit surprising because this is Ricci Door 2, which is usually good enough. Although maybe thinking he wants to pawn the Chun. So rather than go for a Ricci on the Kanchan, preferring instead to look to try to pawn the Chun and then shuffle around this Tonki weight to try to find a better weight. Try to get the value that way. Well, 9-mon's not the better weight you're looking for. Imagine, yeah, just gonna stick with this 5-so. The advantage of the Tonki on the 5-so is you have the chance to win on the Aka 5-so for that extra Han, although Max finally does draw into the Tempai here and does take the Champon. This is just a Ricci Nomi on the 3-4-so, which is actually only a 2-tile weight. This is actually kind of I think this is probably a play just because of where Max is at in the tournament, I'm guessing, because I know for sure this is not a Ricci Max would take on a ladder game where you're risking 4th, but perhaps thinking, I just want to, in a tournament, I just want to take all my Riccis. Doesn't matter if they're 2-tile weights for Ricci Nomi. I want any and all Riccis, which is honestly not a bad strategy. You can just hope to get lucky, especially if you're not on a streak. All right, well, there's finally the weight that Zad was looking for. Finds this 3-sided Sanmintan. And looks like finally Steve has managed to get a hand to fight with here. Takes a Champon Ricci. Again, Steve with the same idea here. Just a 2-tile weight. But that one actually had Door 3, so that makes sense that you go for the Ricci. But it's Zad who takes the win here. And does get the Chun Door 2. And steals all the sticks as well. So that's enough for 2nd place there. And does finally pass on Seto's dealership, so on to Max's 2nd dealership now in the South 1. The shapes aren't great, but you do have the chance to call the Hatsu. And you can even start calling before the Hatsu and just Autozuke call, which I believe Max would do with that hand. Although, wow, what a great draw for Steve there. Already had the Haku Anko in hand, and now draws the 2nd 8-so Dora. The hand already has Dora 3, and you can actually even palm Dora if anyone decides to drop it later. Throw Honitsu in there, and we're talking about a massive hand. Although we'll see what Steve decides to do now that they've drawn the 4-pin. Oh wow, look at the commit here. Steve's going for the Hail Mary play. Down to 13,000 points, saying I want Hanimon plus. We got Baimon chances with this. Going for it all. And there's the 7-so draw, so any so tile is going to be really good here. Zad probably not knowing what the danger is here, just trying to go for a Tanya here, and if is able to win it, that'd be pretty huge. So we're looking at South Haku. Right now we have Dora 3 Honitsu. There's going to be the Chi. Deciding what to throw here, goes for the Hatsu. So your Kutsuki Ishanten here. You're one short of Baimon. If you can find another Dora, you can get to the Baimon. Oh, and there it is. Wow, gets the 3-sided weight for the Baimon. What an incredible draw. Absolutely huge for Steve here. What an opportunity to come back in this game. And if we look at the wall, there's still 2 9-sos in the wall. There's 3 7-sos in the wall. And 2 6-sos in the wall. So this weight is very much live. Oh, I suppose there's only 2 7-sos. I did forget it was the indicator. Uh-oh, there's a 7-so. This might come out. How much danger does Max feel? There is a 2-so overflow, 2 calls. And there comes the 7-so for the Baimon direct hit. Oof. And just like that, Steve is very much back in this game. Wow. What a swing. There's going to be some DMs exchanged between those two. You can be sure about it. Anyways, moving on after that. So that really leveled the score, other than, of course, now Max, who does unfortunately drop down to just 8,000 points. But Steve is right back to starting points after that Baimon. Went for the full send Honitsu, had the chance to go for the maybe quicker hand by keeping the Pinzu Kanshan, but definitely got rewarded there with the full Baimon. Zad picks up a Dora pair of the 7-so. This is the 4th pair. Could maybe start thinking about a Chitoi. You also have chances to go Tanyao if you maybe consider like a 7-pin Chi and end up dropping 9-pin, 9-pin. Oh, okay, Chitoi Ishanten. I think we just go for it. There's nothing like no completed blocks. No reason not to go Chitoi here, I don't think. Probably just gonna cut the 1-mon next because it's already dying out. Although is gonna keep the 1-3 on around for now. I think I might just cut the 1-mon because it is completely dead. Okay, well now you have Anko Dora. So all of a sudden, I mean, we throw the 1-mon anyways, but now you could start thinking about a Toy. This was what Curly was asking me about. When do you start thinking about Toy versus Chitoi? Well, this is kind of the hand right here, right? You draw into the Anko of Dora, and all of a sudden, maybe the Toy is starting to look a little appealing. You do have the chance to drop 9-pin here if you want to go Tanya, which is what Zad's debating. He's actually going to go for Forso, so keep the keep options of Tanya and Toy. Keep everything, and Chitoi Shanten. You just keep it all. I imagine with Dora 4, Zed might try to do a little bit of pushing here. 1-so is of course safe. The Pinzu does look quite bad against Seto. Seto just waiting on a 6-pin for a Chitoi of their own. Although that one's without the Dora. That weight is completely locked up in hand, and really no one's going to drop this 6-spin. Running out of draws here. Sad just unfortunately never got this hand to Tempai here. Yeah, last draw, nothing happening. So looking like it's gonna just be plus 3,000 for Seto here. Or did Max actually get Tempai there? Max actually on the final draw did find Tempai. So that's pretty nice, you know, you do start getting some points back. Still got a long way to climb back from that Baimon, but anything can happen. Looking at Zad's dealership here, he does have the 2 Yaku high pairs with the Ton and the Non. See what direction they want to go. There is like options at a Sozu Honitsu. That's what Steve was able to do to get the Baimon. You don't quite have the door to go for the Baimon, but you could definitely at least get a Mongon here if you are able to get the Honitsu. But it's gonna start with just the Haku cut. Keep yourselves open to just maybe go for like just non-Nomi, maybe non-Tone. Go for a little bit more speed, less value. Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and call that. I imagine you cut one of these Conchons. Gonna opt to go for the Monzu one here. So you do still have chances at Honitsu here. Although can't seem to draw any Sozu, which does make the Honitsu a bit tricky. Steve finally does draw out an improvement there. Draws into the Anko of the 5-mon. Which does put the hand 2-Shan-10 at the moment. And another improvement there. So now Steve Ishan-10. And it's not a bad Ishan-10. It's got the like it's missing a pair but has the extended Aryaman shape, like the R Sunman Chan something. Waiting on that 147 pin for a pair. And then you also have a Dora as well, but looks like Max is actually the first to Tempai here. Who did draw into just a Riichi Nomi actually. But hey, you know, you gotta try something. Waiting on that 7-so. And actually, so is Zad. So we do have a potential double run opportunity. We'll see if Zad ever changes the weight here. Or if it's gonna stick with the 7-so. It's a 7-so standoff. Man, this is gonna tilt LPY so much if Zad sumos the 7-so. Steve still has a good Ishan 10 here, and is willing to do a little bit of pushing. Oh, 4-so draw. Well, I think 4-so would be safer than 7-so by a little bit. And yeah, it does actually go ahead and cut that 4-so. I mean, is Seto ever gonna... No, okay, no, Seto is not gonna be tempted to cut 7-so, I don't think. Not after that draw. Yeah, go ahead and reach you with the 9-so. So there we finally have a good weight, 1 4-so. See what Zad does here. 3-pin draw, maybe not the worst, but decides not to go for it. Just gonna cut the 2-pin. Meanwhile, Steve did manage to make it to Tempai and goes for the Doratonki Ricci for Ricci Door 4, but it's just Seto with the win here. Extends that lead, picks up all the Ricci sticks, and does collect... Oh, Ura 2 for the Hanuman as well. Wow. Man, Seto really running away with this one at this point. Going to all last and up to 53,000 points. Kind of the underdog coming into this table, but excuse me. Really ran away with it. So final hand here. Seto just trying to close this one out. Perhaps, yeah. We see a desperation Kokushi from Max here. That's kind of what you do. All last, you have 5,000 points. Desperation Kokushi. Meanwhile, Steve and Zed are in a close battle for second here. Oh, is Max not actually going Kokushi? Is Max just gone? I don't know what Max is doing. I think Max is left the table. Is what's happening there. But looks like Zad has a really good opportunity to secure a second here with a possible Honitsu Hatsu Door 3. Man, how close could Max actually be to Kokushi if he didn't walk up and leave the table? He would be what, missing 9-pin, Chun. Oh my gosh, he drew a 1 so? Please let me, can this ever actually get punished? Oh, this would be the best thing ever. If Max gets up and leaves the computer and then just discards Kokushi. That would be incredible. What are we missing over there? 9-pin, Chun. Is it just 9-pin and Chun? 9 so. So still would be missing a few. Can't get the 9-pin. Yeah. That's true. You could get Tempai or something, right? I don't know. That's unfortunate. Anyways, back to the action here. Zed definitely trying to chase this one down if you can. You're currently Ishan 10. Can actually call into Tempai here, and this might be bad news. This might be a deal in. Because I think this 6-mon is gonna get dropped and does deal into Seto here. So we're gonna have another hand. And now Seto up to 55,000. So yeah, bit of an anticlimactic end to this game here. But yeah, well, definitely well done to Seto here. Just putting the finishing touches, trying to see how high you can run up the score here. I don't know what happened to Max, but it does make it a bit harder to end the game when one player just isn't at the table anymore. See if Steve can end this with a Tanyao. It's looking like the quickest hand here, although Seto is sitting on a lot of Dora. If that hand can ever complete. Wow, 8-mon draw was really huge. So that hand's actually Ishan 10 at the moment. Trying to find that 3 or 6-mon. Can change things up here. So he's gonna discard the 4-pin here. And you potentially could build upon that Sozu shape. Yeah, like a 7-so draw, now you're dropping the 2-mon. You have a bit of a better I think this is still Ishan 10. Steve just 1 away at the moment. Seto gonna start calling for this Tanyo. And so calls the 4-so. It's still Ishan 10 here. Because you actually, yeah, had to drop the 9-mon. Okay, so calls the 4-so and then drops the 9-mon for Tanyo. Not sure that's worth it because I guess you kind of have to commit to dropping the entire Monzu block because this, well, you do have the 5-mon to kind of go with the 7-mon. It kind of works. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes for them. And then we have Steve and Zad also just still sitting here at Ishan 10, just trying to fill in their Ryamens and not having much success with it. No one can seem to draw into Tempai. Just everyone stuck at Ishan 10. Getting no useful draws. Game could just end with everyone no 10. That could be a possible end. What an end that would be. Just no one can find Tempai. A million draws later. Nothing's changed. Although this 5-so is going to get called by Steve. So Steve will finally find Tempai. Let's see if this game is gonna end. Said it was one draw to get Senpai and doesn't find it. So that'll wrap this one up. Seto with the huge first place. Steve with the direct hit Baimon on Yoshi was able to squeak out a second. And does pick up a positive score. Not quite the huge score you want, just that's not that in-game one's not correct. So it's gonna be like +6. Which isn't a good score, but maybe if Steve's already on a streak, that potentially could be good enough to keep it alive. And then, you know, Zad and Yoshi both take some pretty heavy hits. But I'm losing my voice, which I'm sure you can hear. So I think I'll probably call it there. Are you still lurking in the background, Will? Or otherwise I can try to turn on the music, I think. And well, let me start a game here. Is it VIP start? VIP start game. Well, this looks like another fun one to leave you guys at with Stocksold Jowser, and I'm not actually sure who the other two players are, but I'll leave you here. Let me figure out how to turn some music on. So I will go. Did that do anything? Is there music on the stream? Let me open up the stream and find out. I think we got music. Any other commands I gotta do before I head out of here? I think that's it. So it should be automatically starting up new games, but for anyone who's lurking in the chat, if you go, it's just start game. I think anyone could do that. It's just that command with a exclamation mark before it. If it's stuck without having started a game, you can just use that command and it should get a game started. Anyways, though, it is getting late here, so I'm gonna call it a night. And I will leave the stream in the good hands of the, I'm sure, perfectly coded whale script. So have a good night, everybody.
点杯。リーチ。大丈夫。麻雀の神様が私を愛してくれると信じてる。ドン。リーチ。赤ドラ1。
Hello. I assume this is working? And then let's see some hands, shall we? Don't fail me now. Oh, the script works. Oh, it actually works. Praise be. Glorious day. Hello, everyone. This is Cookies and Cream. Cookies for short. Lady Cream, if you know what's up. And yeah, welcome everybody to another year of World Cupping. Have some exciting games. Let me get this all set up here for maximum visibility. How's everyone doing? And we have this game with Jowser, East 3, with the West pawn down in points. So that's not going to be a big hand, but it might be good to shift the dealership from the leader. Yep, there goes the Tenpai. It was a sneaky tune weight. However, that tune is weighted on by quadruple X on the left there. Stocksoul. Not a bad hand, just not as fast. Unfortunately, not as fast as the other players on the field at the moment. That is a nice draw. Call him Chris. Alright. Quadruple X is now going by a less sexy name as Chris, but that doesn't keep them from winning this Chun Aka hand. And going into the second place a little bit more comfortably. But still a lot of game left at East 4. Priya Tampan can't read. Has really nice starting out with dealer with a pair of Hatsu over there. And that Hatsu's gonna come out of Stocksoul's hand pretty easily. So that would be a quick dealer hand if we've ever seen one. Jowser with really a Mansu heavy hand, but the pair of Dora really makes you consider what kind of hand you want to do. Okay, cutting the 9 on. So it's gonna be really hard to go for Tanya on Jowser's part, but we'll see. Oh, what a draw! Oh, that's a nice draw. Even Itsu potential over there too. Chris doesn't have quite that fast of a hand, but we'll see what he draws. Nope, that's not the draw. That's not the good draw. Stocksoul, on the other hand, Ishan 10 already. With one Dora, let's see if they can use it. And Priya, I'm just like Priya, got the Hatsupon. Drew a Dora there. Can't make use of it, but we'll have to break up some shape. A block, okay. Goes for Kanchan, that's fine. Jowser drawing more pairs here. Cut out the 9 mine entirely, so I'm not sure what the game plan there. Maybe forcing a Tanya, but it is gonna be slow. Yeah, breaking up some shapes. Chris not giving up that east and that west. Hoping to pair them up, but it's already onto second row, and the likelihood of that is not gonna be there. Ooh, Stocksoul draws into Ricci. Are they going to take it? They do. Suji trap, waiting on the Holy Sanzo. Ricci Dora 1. Jowser calls, and all of a sudden into Tenpai with Tanya 3 Dora. A hefty hand, and maybe just what they need to take themselves out of this fourth going into the south round. All of a sudden it's getting intense. Jowser sumos. Very, very nice. And that's a fake Mangan right there. We don't have the roundup one. But that is gonna be enough to get them into third place. Going into South round as the dealer as well, so not all hope is lost. And starting out with 3 pairs and a standalone Dora. It may not be the fastest hand, but we'll see how it develops. Chris's hand, it's a bit of a mess. Lots of honors, but lots of Sozu. So they could potentially force a Honitsu over here. Stock Soul has some pretty nice shapes on the Sozu too, and could potentially be a pretty quick hand if they just draw the right tiles. And Priya has a lot of nice pairs as well. Oh, another pair for the fourth pair, but that has a lot of potentially nice shapes as well. So everyone is just kind of hanging out at the moment, still building their hands. Chris drew that Hatsu, so now they can really force that Honitsu if they want to. Ooh, Forso. Now that's just begging for a Honitsu. Maybe an all green even. Haven't seen those for a while. Would love to see an all green at a tournament. Priya draws a nice Dora tile that fits right into their hand. So they're gonna be cutting out that Naiman. Cutting that Kanchan shape to make way for that Dora. Nice. And Jowser still not drawing quite the right tiles at the moment. But we'll give up that west pair. Jowser really needs to speed their hand up, so they might be going for a Tanyao route. Even if that means they might have to single weight on that Dora, that 2-mon. Priya makes a move. Going for a Tanyao strat with one Dora in hand. Chris's hand is not seeing any developments yet ever since the Hatsu draw. Since Stoxo has all the other Sozi they wanted. Ooh, Stoxo's gonna take this 3-pin. Takes it! Richi Dora 1. Waiting for the 3-pin. There is one left in the wall. Are we gonna see a Khan action? Fun Khan? No fun Khan. Ooh, a spicy draw. And deals it anyway since it's a Nakasuji. Trusting the Nakasuji. Oh, they draw the... Oh, and they draw the tune as well. The tune is still out there. There is still one left in the wall. Priya goes ahead with the call. It's Ishan 10 now. And Chris steals in with the 3-pin. The Honitsu was just too tempting. Oh, and one Ura. It's gonna bump it up to a 3-Han hand. Very unfortunate. And this boosted stock soul over 40k. Really solid lead right now. And with a really solid opening hand with 2 Dora and the Chun pair, which you gotta take. Priya, though, does have some really nice shapes, and that is a great draw, that 6-mon as well. Jowser has not great. Honestly, looking a little broken, very slow, in fact. But deals out the cream, which, as we all know, is a criminal offense. You never deal cream on the first turn. Because you just gotta hold it. You just gotta hold it for a little bit more. And Stoxo is already Ishan 10, potentially going for that East Dora Tanki. Still a lot out there. And Chris might be thinking the same thing in order to give his hand some value over here. Which right now is severely lacking. Oh! 9-mon is a nice draw, but are they going to give it up? They do give it up. They give it up for the wider Ishan 10. Not bad. They're already in the lead. They may not need the value, but they do want to pass along the dealership and cash out this this Hanchan if they can. And Chris drops the Dora as well. So no one gets to use the Dora in this case. Jaws are looking like they have 4 pairs, maybe some sort of Tan Yao Chi toy hand. That is a possibility. Ooh, that's not a bad draw. And Priya is now with like a super wide Ishan 10. Jowser fills out that Kanchan with the 3 so they're gonna give up one of their pairs to just go for a normal hand instead of a chi toy. Could palm this, and they do. So now they are Ishan 10. Chris shifts with is this Sanchoku chance? But they are still Ishan 10. But never mind, Priya reaches with waiting on the 1-2 so. Sorry, 1-4 so. 4 so being the more expensive side since it will give Priya the Tanya. There is 1-4 so left in the wall. So the possibility is there, and in terms of 1 so's, there are 2 left. So it's a very possible to sumo this hand. Stock soul. Okay, and there's the sumo. It's not on the Tanya side, but the sumo will make up for that the Han, and it's a 4-hand hand, 4-hand pinfu. And now we have Saxo back as the dealer with not a fast hand. Priya as well. Some okay shapes. Jowser again have lots of pairs, but lots of single honors there. The person with the best looking hand right now is Chris with a really fast looking hand. And they go, and it's already Ishanten. How's my volume? Can anyone in chat tell me how my volume is? With that, we have. You sound great. Oh, thank you, Mira. Speaking of sounding great, hey, did you guys know that you guys can give money not to Whale, but to this Whale Cup with Maturino? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. None of this money will go to Whale, but it will go into the prize pool, which is already sponsored by Ricci City, and it will be in the $1,000 range. So, if you can, please support the tournament and donate to the prize pool. And none of that money will go to Whale. And that sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Mira, for that wonderful segue. Back to the game. Chris still hasn't drawn into the tenpai yet, but you know, matter of time. Stockso, on the other hand, has made some nice improvements to their hand with the wider Ishan 10. Priya is just going nuts there. with Ipeiko. With Ipeiko and Ishanten, Pinfu as well. So if they reach that, that's already 3 Han. Jowser not giving up though. Can be going. It's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, but can go either way. Can go either way. Can go for a normal hand or can go for a cheat toy over there. Okay, Chris just decides to open their hand, possibly for Tenpai or K10, which means like technically Tenpai, but with no Yaku, in a way to get some of the Tenpai payments at the end of the round. There are only just 20 tiles left, 5 draws each for all the players here. Snoxo finds the Tenpai, slams the button, waiting on 7 man, which is still live. Priya now drawing the 8 man, which drawing the 8 man, so it's now not 10 Tenpai yet, but with a very scary closed Honitsu. Draws the Dora, which is actually really scary. The Dora has never been is nowhere to be found. Where is the Dora? Is the Dora up in the wall? Never mind, but Toyman Jowser deals in. Richie, 1 Ura as well. Bolstering Stoxel's lead. And dealer continues with a pretty nice looking hand with this pair of cream in hand already. And 1 Dora, so this might be a quick hand as well. Priya was really sad not getting that close Honitsu last hand, but this might be a repeat. We've got that North pair, and we got lots of Manzu to play with. Jowser has that West pair, so could pawn that for a Yakuhai. And with some really quick shapes, could just shut down the Stealer from Stoxel, but it won't do much for their points, since they are in last place, and they might want to go for something with a little bit more value. Stoxel would just take the Haku and move on, and continue with the Renchan. Chris's hand is in the developing stages, still drawing. We have the Khan. We have the Khan on the... Oh, and it's a mega Khan. Oh, it's a juicy Khan. Flipping the Dora tile into now a dealer Hanuman potential with the Haku and the 5 Dora with the red 5. Yeah, that's what you do. That's why you always con the creams. They bring the dreams. They fulfill the dreams. Yes, that's what that is. And everyone's still... Oh, and this will be Tenpai for Stoxel for this Hanuman hand, which, it's really hard to tell what Stoxel was waiting on. So I think everyone is going to be a little bit on edge. Priya does hold the 4-so and deals up 3 man, perhaps thinking about folding and playing around Stoxel's hand because it is looking very scary. Just a dealer... It looks like a dealer mangan, but it's actually a Hane with the... Can the cream reach the dream? That's right. This is not my channel, so I can't swear as much. But Jowser doesn't matter. Jowser has to go for broke, go for the dream. Just reaches on an Intotsue, waiting on the 8-pin 2-so and the 5-so. So Stoxel is over here. Deals out the 5-pin fear. Just keep going at it. Does Doxel deal in here? Oh no. Deals into Jowser. So the chasing Ricci paid off against a dealer Hanemon. What a gutsy play.
頑張りましょう
Going into Alas, Priya in the dealer seat, with a really nice shapes, but can't pawn that west, so still have to draw, maybe going for a Ricci there. Jowser has one Dora in hand, but not some Penchon as well. Chris's hand is not looking the fastest either, but that draws a very nice Sanso. So now their hand is looking up. And Stoxel has a pair of South potential Chanta. Chanta, please. Chanta would be great for this, for Stoxel over here. Or even just take it. Take it!
ち
Chanta time? Chanta time. Hell yeah, there we go. Oh, and what a nice draw on that 9-man. Can just go full Chanta, Ishan 10 already. And everyone else is looking quite slow in comparison. But Chris gets a nice draw, fills out that Kanchan, and is now Ishan 10. So Chris and Jowser do have to fight a little bit here. Actually, it would be. Do we have Yeah, it goes by seeding. So they have the same amount of points. So the person who is closer to the dealer, I think, would be placed third in this case, since they both have the same number of points. So Chris and Jowser do have to fight a little bit here. They can't just accept their fate. And Chris is having the hand to do just that, having 3 Dora in hand. So they might have to reach this hand, but close to the first initial dealer, yeah. So so Chris really, really has to fight for this. Yeah, Jowser would be third and Chris would be fourth in this case. So they do have to make some money moves. And Stoxel with the potential Khan. No fun Khan. Alright, which makes sense. Everyone has a closed hand right now, and Ricci could come down at any moment.
ドン
But unfortunately for Chris, it is going to be deal into a
ちゃんと
Chanta
ドラ1
for Stoxel, who takes to 44k, which is not bad. And here are the standings. So good job, Stoxel. Unfortunate deal in there for Chris. All right. Wait. Actually, I don't know the commands. Command. And if so, start watching. Okay. So I believe this is the command. It works. It's going. Oh, we get to watch Cunny. All right. And then we'll have this. We'll have this command to show us the hands. What was the con tile? Iron will never know. But that doesn't matter because we now have a new exciting game with a stacked table. We have Cunny and we have Wrath, another fellow streamer, another fellow Mahjong gamer streamer right over here. Tips. Oh, and Tips is in chat. Hello. Just in time with this absolute monster table. Plus, you know, the other people too. I don't know their names, but I'm sure they're great. They're great at this game. Cunny, we're coming in right at East too. Looking like I'm gonna just say Ruby. Ruby winning a Mangan, or not Mangan. Yeah, Mangan hand before. Oh no, and Raph deals in to Cunny. A small hand, just 2,000, but still, you know, the emotional damage is there. Especially dealing into Cunny, as we know the emotional damage of dealing to Cunny is doubled, as we all know. And Cunny will now be a dealer starting with 4 pairs. Very toy looking hand. Oh, the hand show didn't work. Hold on. Toggle. Ah, there you go. Ah, there we go. Ah, there you go. Glorious. You're waking up in 5 hours, Whale. I hope you're ready to wake up. Let's see. Ruby has some nice Dora in hand and some nice shapes. So that could be a really nice Richie hand. Cunny just draws and finishes that sequence right there. And Rob, I can't read that. Rob, I'm just saying Rob, Toyman over there with lots of Sozu right over there. And draws a Dora. Are they gonna keep it? They're gonna keep it. And see what they get. Kani, though, goes for the fast hand, goes for a Tanyao, and has to cut the 9-pin pair. But still, regardless, it could be a very fast hand, especially if Wrath keeps stealing out, keeps feeding Kani tiles over here. When the nice draw, that 2-mon, is very nice. Now Kani has a Ishanten. Wrath has to make some decisions over here. Are they gonna keep that Rankan over there? They do. They keep that Rankan and deals out the west. Amazing steak on Thursday? Yeah. Steak is great. Speaking of steaks, Cunny not making any mistakes here. Already in Tenpai, waiting for the 3-pin. Unfortunately, everybody has a 3-pin in their hands and not looking like they're going to come out, but there is one left in the wall. So we'll see if Cunny draws it. But Wrath comes down and slam with the Ricci on the 7-mon, a Suji trap for the 4-mon. Very nice. And gonna put some quick in Cunny's boot. 7-pin does look kind of bad, but considering the 6-pin has been pawned, okay, Cunny does not push the 7-pin. But Cunny could still Mawashi this, could still, you know, go around and draw and up and gets it back, gets the Tenpai back, but it is gonna be fully 10. Only on 6-pin, and they already pawned the 6-pin. Ruby deals out the 9-pin, but Cunny cannot run off of that. So Ruby is safe. Cunny draws the Forso and just deals it. Rob from across the table, starting to fold. Yeah, Rap's Ricci does look quite scary. But it is actually just Ricci Nomi. But to the other players, it does look quite scary. Cunny calls it. Maintains Tenpai, however. 4 draws left. Looks like Cunny will get to Tenpai. to keep their dealership. Ironically, I hate stick in real life. Well, that is certainly a big mistake. All right, we have 3 people in Tenpai, and that's gonna be bad news for Rob, who's already in 4th place and has to pay out 3,000 for the Tenpai payments. It can be quite draining to keep giving out those Tenpai payments too. Cunny keeps their dealership with the okay looking hand with 1 Dora though. They might be trying to get one of those Yakuhai to pair up. Yep, so dealing that 1 pin first, and then waiting to see if they can pair up the Chun or the Hatsu. Ruby though does have a fast looking hand with that now with that East Pawn. And well on their way to have a very fast hand. Rob from across does have some nice shapes, and is that no, that's Ranshanten. That's Ranshanten, but could be a Sananko if they do the if they draw the right tiles. Same thing with Wrath over there. Have some really nice pairs and an anko of that 8-pin. So we'll see what they draw, because that could be a pretty nice hand if they draw the right tiles. Thinking about the 4th man, probably not. Cunny is in an interesting position. They could just go for the Ricci. Oh, another pair here. So Chi-Toy is possible, but they might just try to speed this up with a Tanyao, one Dora. Which, would be ideal if they want to maintain their... Ooh, what a draw. Now that fits nicely, and now they're going to do the Tanyao Rush. And go for Tanyao Dora 2, which is still a very sizable hand when you're the dealer. Ruby is Ishanten, waiting for Sanso, or waiting for... Yeah, just calling anything would work. Alright, switching to a Rankan there. So that means they will have to wait for Cunning to drop something. If they want to complete that Rankan over there. Interesting choice. Ooh. Cunny with the Sanso draw. And drops the Tuso. Now with a really nice looking hand with even a Sanshoku potential on the 2-3-4 Sanshoku. But Rob across draws into Ricci waiting on the 4-7 pin, but Cunny breaks the Ipatsu and now has Sanshoku potential, Tanyao, and 2 Dora. So if Cunny gets the 2-pin, it is gonna be a lot for the dealer. Chat again, resuming their stake conversation. I do like it rare, if in case anyone is wondering. But medium rare is always nice. That's the cooking the steak, adding fire does release cooking the fat, does render the steak, draws out the flavor really well. So it's not always rare that's the best. But we see Rob getting a run off of Ruby with very little, still in 4th place, but it is gonna help them dig a little bit out of that hole, little bit out of their 4th place hole over there. We're in East 4, Ruby as the dealer, with some really nice shapes and a really potentially very fast looking hand. Although the same could be said for Cunny, who has really nice sequences on the Sozu. Rob has 4 pairs, but also a Chun pair as well, so they could just call that for a quick Yaku Haidora 1 hand. Wrath has a hidden triplet of the north, has an uncle of the north, and might. Well, they dealt a 2-pin. I don't know how feasible it is to push the Honitsu over there, but that uncle is nice.
それ
Okay, looks like Rob is going for the Chun Dora 1 route. Kani filling out their Kanchan very nicely and now has a wide Ishan 10 right here. Tanyao Pinfu, plus Ricci if they do, so that's a 3 Han for them. Might not be a bad route to take, considering everyone is still very close right now, and even a 3 Han hand non-dealer would definitely shift the dynamics mid-game here. Rob, potentially going for Honitsu, which would not be a bad play because it would really boost their hand value over there. But they do need to make some calls to make it happen. Love the chopstick. Oh, chopstick is good though. If you ever had chopstick, like some places with pho, like the Vietnamese noodles, some places put the chopstick on it. And honestly, I like that better than the slices sometimes, because it just really, really works.
リーチ
Speaking of what works, you know what works? Slamming the Ricci button. Ruby gets the Ipatsu.
リーチ一発
Oh, and
ト
that
ライチ
that is gonna hurt with the 1 Ura, bringing it to a Mangan. Oh, now Rob is in a world of hurt right there. That hurts right there. Ruby now shooting right up to 44k and still has their dealership. Kenny has some long Sosu sequences. Yeah, that seems to be a common theme over here. Ruby starting out as dealer with a nice pair of Chun as well, but no other potential Yaku except for Sanshoku on the 7, 8, 9. Rob Cross could potentially be a fast hand, but may be just maybe Mentan Pin, Tanyao Pinfu over there. Wrath is really building up, has lots of pairs. Actually, Ishanten for a Chitoy. So we'll see what route he takes. Or going for Ipeiko has a lot of possibilities for Wrath's hand. Kani's hand is going a little bit slower than last time. Has that Dora, has the Hatsu Dora. We'll see how he deals with that. Potentially keeping it for now, even though it is once cut. Wrath has a decision here if he wants to take that and maybe cut 2 mon, but not looking like it's needed. Oh, thanks, Whale Script, for making sure we don't time out. Nice job. Nice job over there. No. Wait. What happened? Give us the hands. Give us the hands. What happened? I didn't do that. Okay. Give me the hands back. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, yes, Wrath is going. I'm not sure what they plan to do here. They cut that 6 mon earlier. Kunny can't really take this. Oh, they do. They go for the Tanya Rush. That means they will be dropping the Hatsudora. Can't really take this one. It will lose their pair. Ruby still waiting for that tune pair. That's still waiting for that third tune to come out, but they are going to push for Honitsu with the Dora. Yeah, I think everyone on the table has figured out what's going on with Ruby and is going to be very cautious of the Sozus at the moment. Twenty tiles left. Chun finally comes out from Wrath, and Ruby is now E-Shanten for their fake Mangan hand. But it's a fake dealer Mangan, so it is still going to be hefty. Wrath just so very unlucky and keep drawing the Hatsu and did not deal it out in time because Cunny just drew the last Hatsu tile, making a pair. So Cunny deals out the 6-0 for some reason, maybe thinking it's the Tsuji. I'm not sure what the decision was on that. But that doesn't matter. Cunny fed into Ruby's hand, and now Ruby has gotten the fake manga as a dealer. Oh, Cunny does it again. Cunny being Cunny. And we have two Honda on the table. Ruby still dealer, with not as fast as a hand, but already one completed shape, two completed shapes. So of course the logical thing is to deal out the cream. Didn't think he could sumo this. Yeah, that's very true. It did look like it was not possible, but that was just unfortunate. Rob's hand is looking at one of the slowest hands on the table with four disconnected honors that they'll have to drop. Wrath hand is developing with one Dora as well. We'll see if he can use that. But Cunny's hand is looking the fastest, already Ishanten, with a potential Sanshoku on the 6, 7, 8 as well. This could be a 6-man could be a nice to keep. We'll see. Okay, that's fine. Keeping that. Oh, are they gonna take it? And Cunny does take the Ricci. This is a very nice one though. It is a Ricci, Tanyao, and Sanshoku, a closed Sanshoku, waiting on the 7-so. So this would be forehand. Don't come to me for points. It's not Mangan. But we'll see if Kani gets any Ura. In terms of 7-sos, there are 2 left in the wall. I'm not sure if Wrath is gonna deal into this. Their hand is still 2 Shanten, so I'm not sure if Wrath feels like he has enough ammo to push against Kani's Ricci here. It's 8,000 at least. All right, so it's 8,000. This would not. I mean, this would be great for Kani because second place and third place are quite close. So getting this hand would be huge in terms of cementing Kani's place as second place. For now, never know what's going to happen in the game of Mahjong. We've seen some upsets in the latter half of the game. Oh. Alright, yeah, Wrath is not going to go for it, and it's just going to fold. So there is just one 7-so left in the wall. Rob draws the last Dora. And Sally for Honey. No Ron or Tsumo, but they will take some Tenpai payments. And Rob is at negative 100. But they do have dealer. So we'll see if they can get some action going on their dealer turn. On their last dealer turn here. Kani with some potential Sanshoku on the 1, 2, 3. Keeping the cream, that is the correct move. Ruby, that's rewarded. That's what happens when you keep the cream. You get rewarded. Kani was able to double up on that cream and gets the Yakuhai pawn right there. Ruby has some Ipeiko potential and 2 Dora in their hands. So looking like their streak is continuing. So if they can make a hand with those 2 Doras, with potential pinfu as well if they draw right. Rob is their dealer with a standalone Dora, hoping to pair up one the Hatsu or the East over there. But again, not a very fast hand if they have to wait to pair those up. And Wrath is very close and kind of in danger because that 1 pin is all by itself and it might come out and deal into Kani, which, you know, it would just be up and there it is. It would just be a very cheap hand, but we are in the south round already, and you don't want to see that second place is really far away now. It's a whole Hanuman away. I think the saddest person is probably Rob, who did not get to make any moves on their last dealer turn. Going to South 2, Wrath is the dealer. Starting out with 4 pairs already. So a potential Cheetor over there. Kani with a pair of E, but it's already the South round. So might do a Tanya push of some sort. Ruby having that hot streak with a lot of Mansu and a South Yakuhai. So they could go for the greed and do a Honitsu, or they could do a normal hand and just go for the South Yakuhai as well. Rob has 1 Dora, 1 Hatsu Dora, but otherwise it's already Ishanten. So they could go for a Ricci Dora Tanki, which would be 3 Han. And Kani goes for the Tanya Rush, already Ishanten. Rob is Tenpai, but does not take it because it would be Ricci Nomi. It would just be Ricci on the, waiting on the 3 pin. So I think Rob wants a little bit more value there. Wrath is going for efficiency and cuts the Dora, potentially going for the Ipeiko instead of Cheetor is still open, but I would think the Cheetor with the Dora pair would be more enticing. And Ruby, just like that, gets into Tenpai for the 6-9 mon. It would just be south, just south. Okay, no switch. Rob is still just drawing. And Wrath gets into Ricci. Ricci Pinfu. Waiting on the 3-6 3-6 mon. So we have 2 10-pies on the table. Kani's probably folding. Kani doesn't want to deal into anyone's hand, which is a Tanyao hand as well. So Kani is folding. Rob deals out the Dora since that was safe from Wrath. But without that, their hand doesn't have a lot of value besides potentially and they're folding. So we just have Ruby and Wrath dealing out. Ruby draws a Dora. So that's going to be value boosted for their hand. And we still have 1 6-mon. Yeah, 1 6-mon left in the wall, it looks like. Oh, and Kani draws the 9-mon. Not pushing it. And Ruby just sumos. Yeah, looking like the flow is with Ruby at the moment. Lots of wins on this table. Going to South 3, we have Kani here with not a great, very fast hand, but let's see if they can pair up those Yakuhais. Ruby with 1 Dora, not a particularly fast hand. Rob across has 1 Dora in their hand. Has some nice shapes on the Pinzu, but still has lots of Kanchan to fill out. And Wrath has 1 standalone Dora, but otherwise very nice shapes. And that is a great draw, that 2-pin. And that's going to bring their hand into Ishanten. They do have to cut the Dora, but they will have Tanyao to make up for it. So Wrath is having a very, very fast hand here with a Tanyao Pinfu. Kani going for the value here. Goes for the Honitsu on the Manzu. If they can just pair up one of those Yakuhai. Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This hand is going. Takes the pawn. Which honor are they going to drop first? Hatsu. Great choice. Rob is completing the shapes and is already Ishanten. And yes, Kani knows what's up. Kani goes for the cream tanki. As you know, the supreme tile to tanki on. Don't worry about the Hatsu. That's a fluke. Okay, the cream's gonna come. The cream is gonna hit and it's gonna like explode on the screen. It's like pew 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 pew, and it's gonna be glorious. Wrath is so close with such a wide Ishanten shape. Ishanten hand. But Rob... yeah, Rob did not need that. Scam. No, Cuddy. It is not a scam. The cream is supreme. Don't worry about the other ones. Yeah, don't worry about it. And Wrath finds the tenpai and slams it. That is a Ricci. I can't believe Cuddy would do this. I can't believe Cuddy would go from a cream weight to a dead weight. That 8-man is dead, but you know what? Cuddy just wants to grieve for the dealer Haneman. So you know what? Respect, right? Respect. Look at this. Look at the scam right here. Who am I scamming? It's not dead. Toyman has it. It's Genbutsu against Ricci. Well, it's in people's hands. All right, so it's in people's hands. You know what? This is a classic Cunny play, okay? And switches to weight. Because Naimon's better, right? Oh, and got scammed. Actually scammed. Just as soon as the 8-mon came out of Cunny's hand, Tormund deals out the 8-mon. Yeah. But yeah, oh yeah, the 9-mon does deal into Wrath, so nice play. Very nice play. Wrath narrowly dodging potential disaster deal in to Cunny. And that's more Tenpai payments coming out of Rob. And hey, Cunny has a Honitsu round 2 potentially. Ruby has some really nice shapes on the Sozu. Might want to pair up those Yakuhais. Oh, never mind. Just going straight for Pinfu shapes. Rob has a Anko of the 8-pin, but has some Kanchan and Penchan to deal with. Or maybe, you know what? At this point, Rob could potentially just go for the Chinitsu. Why not? Kan that 8-pin for extra Dora. Wrath again has a very fast-looking hand. We have seen Wrath with fast hands, and just to have them, you know, be shut down by other people's hands. So we'll see if he finally gets it. It is. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's a nice draw right there. So Wrath is now Ishanten. With Dora as well. Rob is going for it, either Honitsu or Chinitsu. He draws a Dora. Much value boosted for the dealer over here. And Ruby still not drawing improvements for their hands. For their hand, which is sad. And Raph does it. Raph throws in the Ricci, waiting on 5-8 pin over there. Didn't get the Pinfu, but does have the Sanso Khan potential. One nice thing about Ricci City is that you have the Auto Khan button that you can click after your Ricci. Because why wouldn't you Khan after your Ricci? So the 8 pins are... Oh! Is Cunny gonna join in the fun with their Ricci? And they do! Cunny actually with a scary Ricci, Pinfu, and Dora too. So this is gonna be quite big if Cunny gets this, especially as a dealer, forehand hand. Oh no. Oh no, and Wrath deals in to Cunny. And no Ura, but it is going to be a fake Mangan. So almost 12k worth of points going into Cunny. And Cunny is catching up to Ruby. Like we said, anything can happen in the game of Mahjong, and we're seeing it right here. Ruby seems so far away with those consecutive wins, but Cunny is right here catching up. So another one of those, another Mangan, it's gonna get them to be very, very close, especially if it's a Zumo on Cunny. And Cunny's hand is not looking too bad either, with a potential Sanshoku on the 1, 2, 3 as well. And that doubles up on the 6, so that's pretty nice. Ruby, though, does have a quite a fast hand, though. So we'll see if Ruby is going to be on the more offensive side, the more proactive side, and try to shut down Cunny's dealership. Rob has a pair of the Souths, but that is not gonna be enough. Oh no, never mind. It's Dora. You just slammed that. I think you just jammed that. Yep. Ruby has enough points. Rob does not take it. Perhaps going for a closed hand in hopes for more value. That is also a very good play. Ruby is gonna go on the offensive and call and try to get it to Tenpai as quickly as possible to shut down Kani's dealership. Wrath's hand is not as nice as the last hand, but has some shapes that he will need to finish and complete. Kani here is Ishanten already. I was like, I found a jacket. Why am I not wearing it? All right, because unlike me, who is cold, this game is heating up between Kani and Ruby. It's very possible to see Kani going for that first place. Oh, and Kani deals out the South, and Rob will take that, showing a 3 Dora with the South, so that is going to be a Mangan for Rob. Or more if they're going to push for that Honitsu. Which, at this point, they need all the value they can get. 3-pin is a great draw for Rob. But looks like they will just take the Tenpai for now for the 2-5 mon. Kani here, cutting the Kanchan, the 7-9 Kanchan. Ooh, 2-pin. 2-pin's not a bad draw either. That does expand their Ishanten weight a little bit more. Ruby trying to really get into Tenpai here. 17 tiles left, so only 4 more draws for all the players here. And looking like Ruby's going to fold a bit. Rob's hand is scary, and if Ruby deals in, it does mean that Kani is going to be ever so... It's going to be much closer. Yeah, that 5 mon, especially a red 5, do not want to deal that out. And Wrath is also in an interesting situation because if Rob does get this hand, it means that Wrath is in last place. So Wrath does have to push a little bit if they want to even just maintain their third. Kani drops the 1-pin not reaching, but they will get the Tenpai. Here, Wrath can call that tile and get the Tenpai. Oh, this is a tricky tile. This 5-pin does look very dangerous. And Kani shoves it. Which means Ruby will get to Tenpai as well. And Rob gets the last draw, but it is not it. So that results in everyone in Tenpai. We have a repeat Kani's Stealer, 3 Honba on the table, with a pretty fast looking hand already. Ruby has some really nice Junchan potential. Would love to see that hand on the table. Would love to see that hand being in play. Rob has some really nice shapes for a Tanyao Pinfu. And Wrath has a pretty nice looking hand with 3 Dora already. So they could go for a Tanya Rush. Or even a Chitoy. Although, in my personal opinion, Tanya Chitoy is not the play. So yes, Wrath goes for the Tanya Rush with the 3 Dora, which is still a pretty good play. again, Ralph does need to fight here because Rob is still pretty close and can take out easily if Wrath deals in, or if Rob wins a even 2-3 Han hand. Honey here holding on to their Ishan 10. Okay, Rob Zumos but does not take it because that hand is just too small. So they have passed on the Zumo and is going to find more value, I suppose. Okay, they have found the value. The value being Tanya. So they have found the value. They're gonna Tanya on. They have a Ricci Tanya. That's it. Waiting on the 3-man. Cunny has the fun option of canning the tune. And they do. They go for the fun. Very, very fun indeed, because it does give them another Dora. It also gives Rob another Dora. But gives Rob potentially more Uradora. Cunny now in Tenpai. So we could see another dealer repeat here. Sadly for Wrath, that 3-man is going to deal in. Oh, and this is where Wrath deals in. Oh, this is very sad. And I think that animation means we are going to see some Uradora, and we do have one. So that is going to push into a Mangan, and this is Wrath's worst nightmare, because now he is in the negative and Rob is now in the positive. Going into all ass in the negative does not feel great. Wrath might as well just start a whole new streak. Ruby has a monster-looking... What is this? What is this Tsuiso opening right here? Alright, going for it. Going for the... What is it? The Honroto? Or whatever? That hand. Ruby's doing it. Ruby's collecting maybe Chanta. Who knows? Honro Chitoi. Yeah, that's the hand. Big 7 stars. Yeah, there's definitely a Chitoi hand. Tsuizo Chitoi, right? That's a hand, right? I think that's valid. If not, what are we doing here? Open Chanta Nomi. Good guess too, Cunny. Cunny, that's a great hand to go for too. Cunny here with a pretty nice hand, actually. Wrath is Wrath has also a relatively fast hand, but just not a lot of value. We'll just take the Tanya to close out this game and get some sleep, possibly. Rob has nice shapes too, and a very nice Dora draw. So can easily go for a Ricci there. Kani does not force the Sanshoku on the 1-2-3. Even though that would give Kani Tenpai. I wanted to force Sanshoku, but my tiles died too early and open is not enough. Yeah. Yeah, that would cheating that would give Kani the Tenpai, but I think Kani wanted more value out of having a direct Mangan on Ruby would be the game. And Wrath toned the 3-man, so that way is pretty dead. Wrath is 10-pi for 6-pin only, since the 9-pin would not give him the Tanyao. Penny with a nice draw. Ricci would be fine too. Yeah, Ricci would also be good. Ruby's hand is just developing. It's just a Honro Chitoi. Or just Chitoi, you know, that's fine too. It can be a nice Chitoi, why not? Ruby is pretty safe in first and doesn't have to fight much. And what's nice is keeping those Chun, Hatsu, and Haku means that if other people have a pair, they cannot make use of them. And Wrath closes us out with a simple Tanyao. Does not change the placements at all, but will end his misery and get him out of this game. Congratulations to Ruby for a spectacular finish. Let's see. I feel like I should remember these commands by now. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Whale Cup, either on the playing side or on the watching side. Both are welcome. And we are going into a very nice table too, with Chiral and Ixacel, another fellow Mahjong VTuber. And we have the show hands right here. Ixacel with a very nice starting hand here, going for the Honitsu. But on the right, I believe it's Popte, with a very shiny hand with 3 Dora. And already, okay, it's still 2 Shanten. Still Ran Shanten over there. Soyu across. Still holding on to those Hatsu and Chun. Not sure why they tossed the cream early. As we all know, that is very offensive to my culture. Ixacel draws into the Tenpai. Waiting on a 2-5 mon. So this is going to be a very nice... it's just going to be an open Honitsu. Or if they choose, they could pawn the east for an extra Han. I want to join you, but I'm also playing. Yeah, good. You should play, enjoy. Enjoy the game. Cairo, though, going full Pepega, as we call it. The Dai Sangen is still out there. But at the very least, this could be a Shou Sangen, which would still be a Mangan. So Cairo is going there. Ixacel switches their weight into a 4-7, and so if they do win on the east, they will have a 3 Han hand. This means Cairo is in trouble because they will have to drop that 7 mon, and here it comes into Ixacel's hand for a Honitsu. It will be 2,000, but it does mean some dreams are dashed. Cairo is actually in 4th, so that Dai Sangen pivot is the correct play there, to recover some points. We start off in South 1 with Soyu as the dealer, in the lead with a cream pair as well. Oh, and what a nice draw, finishing up that Penchan, completing that sequence with the Dora in hand. Cairo has pretty nice shapes too, actually. Really wide shapes. So that could be potentially a very fast hand for Cairo. Oh, and what a draw. Potentially a Su Anko chance right there. Ixacel, though, has a really nice looking hand with 3 Dora. And some really fast shapes as well. This is Dan Shanten, but very wide weights. Popte is looking one of the slower hands. They do have a Dora, but it is by itself, so it might have to come out. It might be cut for efficiency's sake, unless they draw around it. Soyu gets the cream pawn, and now has oh, that would be a nice addition. Yep, they dropped the 1-mon for a wider Ishanten. I do like Kairo's hand though, because there is lots of potential here. This could be a Sananko, Tanya Sananko Ricci, which would be quite big and might just what they need to recover from last place. XSL cutting the 9-mon, which means they could pivot to a Tanya as well. Oh, that is another pair. Is Cairo going to pivot? And they do. Pivoting into potential Sananko. Right there. But Soyu across is in Tenpai, waiting for a 4-mon and 5-pin. Both are still live in the wall, one each. Popte's hand is just not coming together. It is Ishanten, but they will have to cut the Dora. Cairo finds the Tenpai with a 2-so, 5-so, and 8-pin weight. Sananko. Actually, I don't think it's possible. Oh no, and deals out the 5-pin, which deals into Soyu. Just bad news piled on top of each other. What is this, Chi? On XSL? I did not even see that, Chi. Must break Ipatsu. Yeah, breaking the Ipatsu, right? Okay, so we have one Honba, Soyu maintaining their lead with 2 Dora, but not a fast-looking hand. So unless they pair up one of those Yakuhai, it might not be a very fast hand. Break Ipatsu open hand and put yourself in Furuten. Yeah. You know, when you break Ipatsu, right, you're doing it for the community, right? You're not... When you break Ipatsu, it's not about just breaking Ipatsu for yourself. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart so that other people may not deal into the Ipatsu. So it's a very selfless thing to do. And if I know anything about XSL, is that he's a very selfless person who would absolutely break Ipatsu just to put himself in Furi 10 for the good of the table. So, you know, it's totally worth, in my opinion. You know what's also totally worth is that is to get a Cheetoy hand for XSL. Very nice Cheetoy. So what is this? What is this? Toy Gaming? Are Honitsu Gaming? What is this? Is this what Toy Chinitsu Toy? If this is just Toy no Mi, I'm gonna be so upset. Because that was like a beautiful Cheetoy hand. Popte has a beautiful Cheetoy hand that they could just keep being Cheetoy. Because they are Ishanten. They can just have a beautiful Cheetoy right there. Soyu across, developing, but they haven't been drawing that well, so hasn't really improved their hand. Cairo, on the other hand, is Ishanten. We'll see if they believe in the Ricci again, because their Riccis have not planned out for the last couple hands. Oh, and that's a nice draw for Soyu. filling out that kanchan right there. So the decision here is that are they gonna keep believing on the cream pair and hoping that someone would deal it out for a quick Yakuhai Dora 2-hand, or are they gonna go for Tanyao? And they decide to keep the cream because it is going to be the most efficient way to get into Tenpai. XSL draws a Tuso and decides to go for the full Chinitsu.
すみません。
and gets another pawn. So XSL is well on their way to a Chinitsu hand. However, it is going to be very tough to win this hand because they do need 3-so, 6-so, and they pawn both of those. Soyu doesn't matter though, goes for the Ricci.
心臓がドキドキしてます。
Will be Ricci, cream. Wait, what is going? No, give me the thing. Stop breaking the script. Give me the give me the hands. Give me the hands.
ランランラン。
You know what? Doesn't matter.
リッチ
XSL deals
ド
it.
ラ1、赤ドラ1。
On the less expensive side, but it is going to be dealer. So 40 fu 3 han, it is going to be 77. Still feels bad. Can we get
これ、どうしないと。
Oh no, we can't get it to click off of the screen. Okay, hold on. We'll still try this. Oh no, we broke the script. Well, it's do we have a script that clicks elsewhere? Do we have a okay. Okay, when Whale comes back, I want a script that just, click on autoplay. Click somewhere else. Okay, we broke it. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Yeah, I need a click once button. Where's the click once button?
し、ありがとう。
Where's the click once button? Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna come back and blame that I broke the script again. Which is what happened at the last Whale Cup.
リーチ。人はみんな自分の運命と戦うのです。
Okay, don't panic. Just continue. We have Ricci from XSL's side. But Pop Day is also in Senpai, waiting for the 6-man, 6-pin, 9-pin. Very heated battle, going up against XSL's 3-so 3-man weight, Shampon weight. Just couldn't wait for a better weight on over there, which is fine. Totally legit strategy. Turn 3 Ricci, you know? I'm hoping that once we get
ラン、ドラ1。
oh, there you go. I think we're fine now. No, we're not fine. Okay, it doesn't go away when it goes to... I need help. I need to click elsewhere on the screen once. Hopefully, when we start a new game, it will go away. Yeah. Just gotta tough it out, guys. Just read through the tiles. We can do it. We can do this, guys. Self 2, Cairo in the dealership. I can tell you, Zozu's looking great, but has some Yakuhai. Has some honor tiles. XSL, fast looking hand. But is down in points, so may need to find some value somewhere. Pop Day though, going for the full Honitsu Fantasy. Or maybe not. Dora is just too tempting. Has the West, and now we'll see which route they go. They go with the Honitsu. Nice choice, and potentially
リーチ
waiting on the Yakuha. And doesn't matter. XSL slams the Richi button with a Richi Pinfu. Waiting on the 6-9 so.
それ
Popte is sufficient. It's a little bit scared, especially with the 4-man against a 3-man Richi tile. Fair enough, but does not drop the cream. Oh, and this is temp. Oh, okay. Popte is the Tenpai for a West Yakuhai on the 4-man, so not a lot of value there. Oh, but this is tempting. Now this is tempting. Popte with this is gonna be a full mangan over here. So Popte does push the 4-man. It is not a run, but Soyu does take it. Oh no, and
ゆりか
Popte deals in with the 9 so.
リーチ
Oh, unfortunate. Losing to XSL. Popte does have very good reasons to push. They are in second place, but they were quite close to first place, so it was possible for them to push to get that first place too. Now XSL, getting a little bit closer, a dealer Mangan would really put them closer to second place, especially if it's a Tsumo would overtake and get second place. And this might be the hand to do it. Already Ishanten with 1 Dora. So Richi, Dora, Pinfu would be a nice way to continue this dealership. However, Popte does have a very fast-looking hand with that Hatsu Yakuhai. And some finish shapes as well. Soyu across does not have a very fast hand, but is keeping on to those honor tiles, which might slow down everyone else at the table, like Popte. Cairo has 2 Dora in hand, at least from what I can see, and has some really nice shapes too, including the Sozu shape. And they just drew another 5 so that's nice. Okay, and the honor tiles are coming out, so Popte is going to advance their hand into Ishanten. XSL trying to find the Tenpai. Actually, they were not Ishanten. They were they weren't Ishanten. Maybe going for a Itsu here? Going for a close Itsu Dora Richi would be quite a bit of value. And as far as I can tell, Cairo is going to Richi, waiting for that 4-man. Popte kills the Ipatsu, going to Tenpai themselves, waiting on the 5-8 so. And Soyu joins the battle with a spicy San Anko weight on the 9-man and 4 so. But that doesn't matter. Popte takes it all. With a Hatsudora, 2,000 points, but it's gonna get all those Richi sticks on the table, so adding 2,000 on top of that. Going into all last. Soyu at a 47, and Popte is not far, it's a 10k behind, but it is still possible to get first for Pop. Less probable for XSL, and for Cairo may have a chance if they direct hit XSL here for a chance at 3rd place. So still gonna be a fight. Okay, Cairo's just gonna accept faith and do the Tanyao thing. That's cool too. Sometimes you just gotta call it. Popte draws the Dora. So now it's the potential to use the Dora. So you already completed their sequence with the Dora. And now just has a very fast hand, hoping for just another fast win to close out this table and cash out with a potential sweet 50k. And there it is. There's the Tenpai on the 3-6 mon. Cairo also going very aggressive. But that 6 mon is in danger of being dealt out. Ixocel over here, though, is Ishanten for a Chitoi, and it's going to be a very spicy Chitoi if he does get this. But it would have to mean that they will have to wait on that 3 mon. And everyone's just drawing and dealing out. And with that, Cairo deals in. With no change in placement, but it will give Soyu enough points to boost them over to 50k, closing out this hand. Very nice. Congratulations to Soyu for an excellent game. And yeah, at least it'll reset. So VIP. What's the command again? I should really remember this stuff. That was fast. VIP start game. What are we gonna get? I don't know who these people are, but we have, and also we just had a drop in quality. Is this okay? There we go. We have. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, that's not broken. We have waifus and syrup, a very delicious sounding name. With Ishanten already. And then on the right side we have Is Sharon? It's gonna be Sharon now. With the cream pear. Very nice as well. True Dan across the table. With the East pear. Still not out yet, but that would make for a fast hand as well, especially with that Forso draw. But on the left, Mairusu. I can't. How do I read these? I'm trying to read. Is it Taka? Taka Marusu? It's just gonna be Marusu. With the Hatsupon already, so shaping up to be a very fast hand. Everyone's just going full speed ahead over here. And waifus. Syrup over here. It's Ishanten from Asuhanko. Oh, they can even go Chitoi if they want. But we're not doing that, right? Okay, yeah. We're just switching the weight. We're switching to the optimal Naimon weight. Yeah, fair. Very cool. This is insane. This is Ishanten for a Suanko, and it's still very much live. That Tuso, don't need it, and they draw it, so it's gonna be a Sue uncle chance here for Syrup, waiting on the 9-man and the 2-so. Little did they know that the 4-pin and 7-pin is Marusu's weight. 7-pin is still live in the wall. 9-man is still very live. 2 9-mans left and 1 2-so left. So this is a very, very live Sue Anko right here. But Marusu could also sumo as well. Trudan draws the 9-man. Let's see what they do. Deals it out, and Syrup will take this instead of waiting for the Sue Anko. So it is just only going to be a Mangan instead of a Yakuman, but still a very nice hand. And that's going to boost them up to 2nd place. Yeah, it's a tough choice whether to take it or risk it's definitely a choice to pass on the run or just take it. Take a sweet Mangan over there, but I respect the choices being made here. Especially now Syrup is gonna be the dealer with 1 Dora and an East. But Trudan has the Anko of East and a very fast looking hand if they choose to open up. However, it is somewhat nice to just keep an Anko or a concealed triplet as well. No one said no skip. I might have skipped actually. But in a tournament, I think it's important to just get those points. Marusu on the left has going for Honitsu, which is very nice value as well. At least 3 Han. And it's really coming together. Syrup's hand is looking a little bit slower in comparison. Sharon on the right does have some nice shapes, and Dora as well, but will need to complete those kanchans, those 2 Rankans over there. And Trudan is making a move with the Khan. And the new Dora is 1 pin, which doesn't affect much. I guess gives Sharon another Dora. But it is a fun thing to do. And Marusu gets into Tempai with a 3-sided weight and gets it right away with a Honitsu and the Haku. So this is a very, very close game here. Lots of points being exchanged. Sharon with the dealership now on East 4, with not a bad looking hand. Dan has the Chun pair. And Marusu has a very, very shiny hand with 3 Dora already. But does have some awkward shapes and does not need the extra pair here. And Syrup here has a pair of the cream. Can go for a very fast hand here as well, with some potential Dora acceptance on that for that 6-man. Oh, and they get it. Filling out that kanchan nicely. So now they have to make a choice. And they choose to pivot to Tanyao. And they could just open this hand for Tanyao Dora 3, which would be great value and would honestly shift the dynamics of this table a little bit, seeing as everyone is so close. Syrup manages to draw the 3rd Haku, the 3rd cream, into a hidden cream, and draws the red 5. So this hand is going places very fast if they choose to open up. True Dan across is still waiting for that tune to come out. Yeah, still waiting for that tune to come out. And Syrup here figured that they have too many pairs. Are we gonna see a con? We do see a con, and what a draw. What a draw, filling out that gap. There will not, it was not a Mega Cream pawn, but actually it gave True Dan 3 Dora. So, since it was Dan who dealt out that cream, and then Syrup pawned it, or conned it, in a way, True Dan did give themselves the 3 Dora. So, very masterful play over here, just baiting the con. Perhaps that was the play all along. So True Dan's hand all of a sudden just got real spicy over there. And True Dan finds the tenpai, but so does Syrup. With 20 tiles left, we're gonna see who gets the win here. And speaking of winning, did you know that the winners of this Whale Cup do get a piece of the $1,000 prize pool, and you can also help expand this prize pool by donating to the Matcherino and boost that $1,000 prize pool to even higher heights. And to be sure, none of this money will go to Whale, who is the organizer of this tournament, which I think is just an extra bonus. So yeah, if you want to, please donate to the prize pool. Speaking of pools, this is a dangerous pool we're swimming in, and even more danger now since drawing that Dora. And Syrup is like, nope, noping out of there. True Dan across, still waiting on that Tanki wait on that 3-man. And Syrup is just noping out of there, even though they have 3 Dora in hand. And that will be 2 people waiting on 3-man for their tenpai tile. For that. And we have a Honba on the table. Oh hey, look at who's just joined in. It's your favorite Catboy VTuber, Mira. Give a hand.
Yay. Actually, I'm not sure if Whale has my volume turned up.
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Use those cat lungs. How are you doing? How were your games?
I think I have to start a new streak.
Oh no.
Yeah, played 5 Hanchans, got plus 25, I think.
Plus 25, alright. Currently, I think the cutoff is still in the negatives for the top 64, but that is going to change very quickly tomorrow.
Yeah.
Once more people get their games in.
So I'll play more games after I get some more rest, but for now I want to
Yeah?
join you.
Yeah, I don't know if I should, because I don't even know if I can play the finals. So,
Oh, you're in already?
No, I played 3 games and I have 1-1-2.
Oh, damn.
So if I just don't not messed up,
Mhm. I hope you don't.
I'll have a. I hope I do, because I don't know if I can play the finals.
Oh no.
Speaking of, I'm out of segues. I've been on here for like 2 hours. I am out of segues to use on stream.
Let's be blunt. Waifus in syrup. Getting Ishan's hand. Plays the red 5.
Oh, it's just the efficiency. I don't. Maybe like could have taken the Rankan, the 135. So not sure the value drop here. Oh, and that's a bad punish. not really a punish, but could have been better.
Not
Oh,
exciting.
you know what? I get the play. It's a Sanshoku. It's a Sanshoku Mia. Look at the
これ
Sanshoku.
どうしないと
Okay.
Look at it.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Playing the
They don't want to
Wanzo
call
still
into a
just do the
Sanshoku.
Sanshoku.
They just want not go for it at all.
Oh,
Totally fine.
has to be Sanshoku no Mi. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But yeah, still 2 pins in the wall. 2 8 pins in wall.
リーチ今日の運はどうだ
Oh, True
Dan
Dan with
gets
the
a really
Richi.
beautiful Pinfu Tenpai. Pinfu Richi.
ねえねえねえ
Tudora, Ipeiko.
Actually, even without the Richi, it's 7-7 already. But if they finish on Ipeiko or Tsumo, it's Haneman.
That would be huge. That would bring them back up and give them a fighting chance. In this Hanchan.
Actually, if they Tsumo, they just straight up gets a temporary first place.
Oh, are they gonna
Wow.
chase?
Here comes
What's the best way to
Pinfu's.
check the current
Ooh.
standings? Oh, they don't fall for it. Wow, such discipline. The best way to check the current standings is to join the Discord, which per the tournament rules, you should have joined when you sign up for the tournaments. So please check the Discord for the up-to-date standings.
So this round goes to Ryukoku. Chudan had
Yeah.
such a big hand there. And it was
Yeah,
a
that
really
was
good
that
choice.
that could have been the comeback hand. Bot's last update was 2 hours ago. Nope, I have no idea how to trigger a standings refresh. So
Yeah, we may have to wait for Whale to come back.
yeah, we might have to wait for Whale. Yeah, but I don't think the ratings on the tournament lobby are accurate because we're not sure if those are calculating the 5 consecutive bests.
There's a way to change it actually in game.
Yeah, I don't know if Whale did that.
You can change it individually in your own client.
Oh,
Mhm.
let's see. Yeah. Oh, how does that work with the tournament though?
Anyways, we're coming back to this table. This time, Waifus and Syrup does get a Liangkan instead of playing the red 5. Sharon reaches and gets a Patsu instantly. That's Richi Patsu. Pinfu. Zila 330 Fu. Oh,
Oh, that's gonna drive True Dan a little bit more into their fourth place.
after losing that big chance.
Oh, Sharon starting out with Anko of the East. So that's 2 Han already.
Ooh, the double East.
That double East. If they can reach you on that, that would be really nice.
In their Liangshan 10 already. Ooh, gets a good draw, goes into 6 blocks. Actually breaks the Penchan and keep 5 blocks.
Yeah, that looks good. Just keep it a little bit wider, you know. Go for the round the round man. The meme weights, you know. Those 2-sided weights.
Those 2-sided weights.
Yeah.
But Sharon is in Ishan 10 right now. They can even open for just the 2900. Marusu chooses to break the 1-man pair instead of playing the Dora. Well, Sharon has a choice of getting Ipeiko as well.
Don't want it.
Finds
That's fine.
Ooh, Marusu.
That's a nice fill. And we'll
Still
just
not playing the
discard
Dora.
Yeah. Hoping for a chance of oh, that's
go
a
ahead.
nice draw though. That's a nice draw. That's a whole Itsu hand over there.
The Itsu.
Alright, now they drop it.
Now they drop the White Dragon. But Sharon does open for the Tenpai. Waiting for 1-4-man. Marusu's 1-4-man looks scary. Oh!
Ooh.
They are in Tenpai. Are they gonna reach it?
リーチ
Oh, they reach it.
Two.
So that's going for a 3-6. So wait.
360 versus 1-4-man.
ロ
1-4-man
Oh no, and
wins.
Sharon gets it.
ンダブ
Shudan deals in with the last 4-man.
And Marusu has to give up that precious Richi stick too. Sharon opening with another nice hand. 2 Dora potential for Ipeiko. And already Ryan. Yeah, that's Ishaten. Wow.
Oh,
Just has to drop that cream for flow. Right there.
it's
That's
another
the cream
Dora
drop.
too.
That's the cream drop, see?
Wow. And that's pretty much
Just-
guaranteed to be a Richi Dora-san.
Yeah. Syrup is getting a pretty fast hand too. But oh,
Ooh.
this is a nice draw.
Yeah.
So much potential for this hand.
Liangshan 10 for Suanko. They can even open for Tanyao Toy Toy with 1 red 5.
Oh, and
Oh!
here it comes. Here it is. Here is the play we're seeing out of Suanko Ishanten. 8-pin
Again.
is still alive. Everything
same
is
player as
still
well.
alive. Everything is still live. Oh, I think the animation is one of the only free animations. I think that's what Whale said. It is a very intense animation, though.
It looked like it's Syrup and Sharon's rounds right now, but actually Marusu is also in a pretty good Liangshan 10.
Yeah, with another potential like Itsu over there. Oh, are they gonna
self-pair.
switch? Are they gonna switch? And they
did
do.
switch.
switching off the 6-mon. The south is very much live as well. Still in the wall.
Yeah, are we gonna
Oh,
see?
are they gonna take it?
Oh,
Are they going to take this? Are they going to take this Sananko?
I
Sananko
personally
Richie
will.
Sananko.
Well, it has to be a
They
Zumo for
don't!
Sanako. No!
They
Wow!
don't! They don't.
Wow.
They are going all the way. Oh,
But to be fair, depending on your standing or your streak right now, maybe going for the Suanko to start off a streak is the right play.
mhm.
But Sharon goes for a Dama. That is Pinfu Dora-san as the dealer. 11.6k hands, waiting for 2-5-mon.
Yeah, this is a very spicy Dama too. And people may not be aware of this and deal into a very big dealer hand as well.
If Syrup draws it, Syrup is gonna play it.
And they
Skips this
skip!
opening. Wow.
And they skip! Oh,
Always
another
putting in
chance!
deck.
Another chance! And they do it this
Riichi.
time. But doesn't matter, they're just donating their Rishi stick to
It's
Sharon, who
futile.
sumos.
And it is the Sumo Pinfu Dora-san.
And it's
Super
a
nice
dealer
round
manga.
for Sharon.
It's a dealer mangan. Over 60k now. We're still in East 4 and this is Honba 5.
Sharon holding everyone hostage.
No, we don't call it that. We say extending the fun.
Yes, very fun.
Putting more quarters in the phone. Just having a prolonged conversation.
Hayfield?
And we have a raid from Vanilla. Thank you. Where are we dropping, boys? Right here into the Whale Cup, which will be going, the qualifiers will be going on all weekend. Thank you for the raid, Vanilla.
We are currently observing the qualifiers of World Cup. Alright, Sharon opens with the South Pawn. Basically doing a Totsuke on the Red Dragons. Syrup gets Ishan 10 as well. True Dan. Chito Ishan
Oh,
10.
Chitoi Ishanten with the 3 Dora. So this would be a manga even if it's a Dama.
Very
And potential
spicy.
Haneman too, which they might have to Riichi. They might Riichi for a Baiman chance if they get the 2 Ura as well. So another comeback chance for True Dan.
Unfortunately for Marusu, their hand is a bit slow. Syrup chooses to break the 6-8-man Kanchan and gets the 6-man right after. So in the end, it didn't matter if they play 2-pin or 8-man, but it's a Riichi no Mi. Sharon, of course, instantly votes.
True Dan feeling bad about that 6-0 drop. Would have been a pair. Oh, and Sharon drills the
Ooh.
tune.
Oh, decides to play this 2-man. Interesting, but True Dan really having it rough.
Yeah, Sally having to deal in pursuit of the comeback Chitoi. Yeah, welcome Raiders. I hope Vanilla playing Mahjong? I don't know. I'm not a mod. Cause Whale wouldn't mod me for flow.
I'm not even sure if I should do shoutouts right now.
Alright, no shoutouts. But yeah, Vanilla's cool.
He's cool. Check him out.
Fortnite, okay, get out of here. Alright.
Alright, well, Syrup gets a very nice Sanso draw. 4 pairs, flexible for 5 blocks, hands as well.
I'm liking Sharon's hand though. That Itsu potential with one Dora in it already. Really wide shapes as well.
It is a little
Just
bit slow
peak
though.
peak Pinfu potential.
Actually, I think in terms of speed, Marusu's hand is the fastest this time around. Because they can open for that Tanya.
Oh.
Ooh, Sharon gets the Kanchan. And this
Alright,
in
Dama for
1
now.
Tanki.
Well, to be fair, anything they draw will probably improve their weights, so we can excuse the
Very
wait one turn.
improvable.
And there we go.
There's a Pinfu. I
Now
think
we
it's still
slam.
a Dama, but he chooses to Ricci. Or she. Or
It-
them.
That yeah, you know what? Fair. In the tournament format, you want as many points as possible. Maybe they're making up for a bad streak. Maybe they're trying to capitalize on a good streak. So, I respect that play.
Looking at
And
the 169 pin is not very clear. Let's see if that 3900 helps them. Marusu gets the triplet of 2 pins. But Marusu is
Oh.
actually folding.
そのご褒美
Syrup goes
も
for
う
a
すぐなっちゃんの
Shampoo.
ものになるよ
Shampoo E Peiko.
Maybe the reason behind it is Tuso is just a Gambutsu?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. So instead of going the dealing out the risky Sanso, they have you like the two you up the two so instead.
Rudan
But
gets
doesn't matter.
Urasan, I think. Sorry, Sharon gets Urasan.
ピンフドラ
お
1ドラ
And they do. It's a
no.
Haneman. Oh no. Oh no. Speaking of oh no's, welcome Wrath and Raiders from Wrath's
Speaking of
stream.
Onos.
Wrath did.
What's
We did see an unfortunate game on Wrath's side earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Wrath. Thank you for the raid.
Wrath was having it pretty rough too.
Yeah, Wrath was having it pretty rough.
There's the random click.
Um. Keep talking. I'll find it.
Okay. So I took a peek in players' hands. Syrup's hand does look like the fastest one, and they also have 2 Doras. In this pace, it's going to be a Ricci Dora 2, 5200. Sharon's hand is a little bit slow, still has to take care of those honor tiles. Marusu still waiting for the 5th block. And True Dan, they do have 5th blocks, but there's a lot of Kanchans and Penchans. Looks like Syrup is a little bit
Ooh.
unfortunate. They chose to do the Liangkan with a single 9-so, but instead they draw the 8-so pair. It would have
Yeah,
put
that
them
was a
into
tough
2-1.
decision. Do you
Yeah.
go for like a better block and cut out a penchant, or do you try to draw a pair and try to pair up something? It's a difficult decision to make.
It always feels random. The bot will definitely always tell you to go headless or
Yeah.
to keep both the Kanchans alive. But
Sharon, best
actually
slam.
catches up. Ricci Tanyao Pinfu.
Yeah, but it was just not a bad hand. And
He
just
caught Sumo!
sumo. It caught sumo. Oh, this lead. Just getting bigger and
Oh.
bigger.
つもタイヤをピンフマンガン
Oh, Sharon's gonna get plus 60 in this game or something.
Oh, it's over 80k. This is insane. What a lead. And now they're coming to dealer. Actually, no, not dealer. Sorry. All these I don't know what that character's called. That character. They're
Ma-chan.
everywhere. What's that?
I know the white-haired girl is called Ma-chan.
That it? I don't know. I don't know any of these. I don't know any of these waifus names.
Anyways, Marusu, again, 5 Tanya blocks already. They can open for Tanya door 1. True Dan is in 6 blocks right now. Chooses to break the 3-5 man block. Actually, 4 pairs for Marusu.
Yeah,
the
you know,
penchant block
Chitoi
again.
very possible, especially with that Dora Hatsu,
Mm.
would be a great tile to wait on. Sad to say
Sharon?
that Sharon though does have the south hair, so that would be a very fast hand if they manage to
Very,
pawn that.
actually, Ishan-san too.
It just does not stop.
The Penchan Sanzo.
Oh, this is kind of a sad draw, especially with that 2-pin discard earlier. Oh, a nice draw for Syrup, completing that sequence. But still 2 Shanten, round Shanten. Marusu doesn't want the Ipeiko chance, would rather just go for the Chitoi, it looks like. Oh, and Sharon can Vici here. But they do
ありがとう
but they don't. Instead, maybe going for a better weight or going for the south. Oh, and what a draw. They are now
リーチするよ
now they slam. Now they have a Shampon waiting on the south and the 7-mon.
Very alive too.
Yeah, both are in the wall still.
Both one left and the one. For Syrup, the only safe tile is 4 pin. They're not gonna fold. Plays one so instead.
Yeah, Syrup is in a tricky situation because they are in second place, but honestly, Marusu is still somewhat of a threat. They can lose their second place very easily.
Yeah. And depending on Syrup's standings right now, maybe keeping this low second place is not enough for them.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, the last updates
今日の運はどうだ
were 2 hours ago, so I also don't know Syrup's Discord name, so we can't look it up. Wait, we can see it. They played 6 games and are at 19, so yes, they definitely do want some better
リ
games.
ーチ一発チー
But when we're checking,
トイ赤ドラ1
we have a
羽根
Dama Chitoi Haneman.
Oh, let's go. Oh, it's not a Dama, it's a Richi. Right?
Is there Richie? Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
there
that was
Richie?
a Richi. Yeah.
I just thought, oh, that hand didn't make sense
Oh
to
no.
Richie.
What I said came true. Oh no. That's exactly what I was talking about. And now Syrup's in third.
Urge. And Marusu with that chi toy, granting him flow, actually gets a pretty good hand again.
Yeah. Sharon is. This is all last. Sharon is in first place and the last dealer. But we fixed it. Agari Yame is off. So either Sharon needs to fold, so not be in Tempai at the end of this round, or someone else needs to win. Because if Sharon is Tempai at the end of this, or wins this hand, the game will continue.
Oh my lord. Syrup with the best draw.
Oh,
It's in a super wide Ishanten.
super wide.
Super wide. One
Super
wow.
wide.
Wide.
With a
1, 2, 3,
Itsu
4 pin
potential.
or any Sozu.
Or just anything at all. Just not Mansu. Just anything.
Anything.
Anything, please.
But we have to keep in mind that Marusu is also rocking a Chundora-san. Actually gets the 2-man Kanchan here. Will they give up the ref 5-man?
Oh, they cut the. Alright.
Got the 3-4 so block actually.
Yeah, because round men, who needs them?
Mm.
Just draw better tiles like that, exactly. We
Wow.
do have the guy on the left in chat. I hope you're enjoying your time at the Whale Cup qualifiers.
Ah, Takamarusu. Yes. Oh,
Syrup
Syrup
just
actually
really
forces the Pinfu?
Yeah, forcing the Pinfu, forcing the Itsu here.
Oh, and like that Syrup misses the Tenpai.
Yeah. Oof. But it could still pan out.
It could
They
still
really want
pan
some
out.
value here if they want to get that second place back.
There is one more so in the wall.
Oh, this Dora draw it's quite interesting. They keep it.
Marusu goes a little bit back and forth. Gets another 1-man and another 4-man. But the Pinfu prophecy came true.
Yeah, waiting on the 1-4 pin, but we'll have to give a Dora to Mars to scoop that up. Going Atotsuke, waiting for that tune. And gets into Tenpai.
There's the tune,
There,
but I don't
there's the
think Sharon's
tune.
gonna play it.
But that 1-man might come out. Yeah, but
That's-
can't win out.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
there's the second tune. Oh.
Chutan dodges the chin but deals him with the one big pin.
Is that, and it's not enough to give Syrup second place. So congrats to Sharon with the beautiful 80k finish. I'm clapping, but it's not picking up.
Yeah, big congratulations to Sharon. A bit rough for Trudan. Trudan's gonna start a new streak after this.
Yeah. Well, maybe do some self-reflection. Go outside, touch some
Look at the
grass.
mirror, you mean?
Look at the
Hey.
mirror.
Hey, hey. That joke was
Find out who he truly is,
Yeah. But with that, I actually have to sign off.
What? I thought you were gonna take over.
No. I just want to join in for a little
What?
bit.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I have a couple more Hanchans in me, but I will I will start the next game and then I'll BRB.
All right.
But thank you for coming, Mira.
Thank you.